Hey everyone, it's Casey and I'm back today with another amazing recipe that you're going to love, Oreo pie. Oreo dessert is one of the #1 recipes on All Things Mama and it is so delicious and so easy. I'm now putting it into a pie recipe. So here's what you're gonna need. Of course, you're gonna need Oreos and you're going to need Jell-O pudding instant vanilla. That's what we use. Instant, make sure you use instant. 1 block of cream cheese, 1 container of Cool Whip, 3/4 cup of milk, and a pre-made Oreo pie crust. Trust me on this. This is one of those desserts that you can get away with this. So come along and I will show you the next steps. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. I have I've already opened it. I have a family size package of Oreos. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crush up about half of these. And I'm gonna save some more to put on the top. So you can crush them with like with a mallet, or you can take your knife, as I'm doing here, and just kind of break them up. But that's what you're gonna do. I like the bigger pieces, well, about this much. And this is what we're gonna fold into the pie as well, because I like it to stay in bigger pieces that you bite into instead of like little crumbs, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and get this ready for the inside of the pie, and then I'm gonna show you next how we're gonna make the filling. All right, so I've moved over to the counter where I can plug in this extremely powerful hand mixer. So if you need a really good hand mixer, the Cuisinart one will pretty much mix up anything. It's really crazy, but be careful because it goes flying. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We need 1 softened block of cream cheese. Now just leave it out on your counter while you're crushing up all of the Oreos. That should be fine. So we're gonna add that in. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of mix this around a little bit. It's nice and soft. Okay, looks pretty good. Next, we're gonna take 1 package of instant vanilla pudding. You could use white chocolate, you could even use the Oreo pudding, but I have not been able to find that. So this is what I use in our famous Oreo dessert. If you've not had that, go try it. It's a big 9x13 pan of pretty much of what I'm making right now. Let's just pull that out of there. All right, so now we're gonna mix this together a little bit before I add in the milk, just a tiny bit. Let's go ahead and add a little milk. This mixer is so powerful. My old one really didn't mix anything, and now this one's so powerful. I think I need my apron on. All right, there we go. Can you see? I think you can. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of the milk, which is 3/4 a cup of milk, if I didn't already say that. I use whole milk. Gotta stand back. All right. Get it nice and mixed up and smooth as you can. Some people like this as a layered dessert, so you could actually take this pudding mixture. Hold on, let me just mix for a second. Okay. Little trick, just raise your beater just a little bit and they'll come off clean. All right, I'm gonna put that to the side. So it's nice and smooth. So some people like to layer this into the bottom of their Oreo pie crust, but I'm gonna mix it all together like I do with my Oreo dessert. So we're gonna take 1 container, which is what is this? 8 ounce? Yeah, an 8-ounce container of Cool Whip, and we're gonna mix this in, fold it in. That's what I should say. You want to gently fold in your Cool Whip into your pie here. into your pudding mixture. You don't want it to flatten. So if you used your hand mixer, they say it would flatten. I don't know, but so I'm gonna move. The sun is coming and going today, and I can't figure out where to stand to do my video. I'm just gonna mix this up really good. My arm's tired, getting in my arm workout today. All right, keep going. That pudding is really thick. So get this nice mixed in. This will be the part where I'll speed up the video. We have a little song in the background. So all the Oreo desserts on All Things Mama are so popular. So the first thing is the Oreo dessert, which is pretty much this recipe, and it's layered like in a 9x13 pan. We also have an Oreo fluff and an Oreo poke cake, and now Oreo pie because it's so delicious. Everyone really also loves our peanut butter pie. So if you've not tried that, try that one next. Okay, I'm gonna grab my Oreos and I'll be right back. All right, so we've mixed up the filling, which is cream cheese, instant pudding, and Cool Whip. So we've mixed that all together so it's nice and smooth. And then we're gonna take our Oreos that we crushed up earlier. I actually cut them up with a knife so that they have bigger pieces, if you can see. I just like the bigger pieces in the pie. So we're gonna take about almost all these, not quite. Can you see? Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna just pour these in. All right, let's see how this looks. Because I want to save some. I still have some that I could crush up if I want to put those on top, but I like to then gently fold this together. So this is going to be where you're going to take a bite of the pie and you're going to get a pretty good little bite of Oreo, cookie, and cream. It's going to be delicious. So just fold that in. I think that looks pretty good. You don't want to mix it too much because you don't want to break them up. I don't want that crushed Oreo crumb taste. We want to be able to bite into the pie and get a big bite of Oreo. This is Oreo pie, right? Okay, then we have our pre-made Oreo pie crust. You could definitely make your own pie crust by just crushing up some Oreos with some butter. You can find a recipe on the internet, or maybe I'll make one in our post on All Things Mama, but this is just easy. So you can do this on the weeknight, on a weekend, to take to a potluck, if you ever get to go to a potluck again. So this pie is gonna be really full. You can see how much filling we have, and it's gonna go right here into the crust. All right, so just put it right in. Oh yeah, here we go. You cannot go wrong with this. Look at all that. All right, it's overflowed. Throw that over there, and then just kind of push it down in here. This is a rustic pie. You may not win any beauty pie contests for this, but you will win some points for taste. All right, so I'm gonna mix this all up, and then we're gonna add our Oreos right on top. Now that we have the filling all filled into our pie, we're gonna top it with some more Oreos because it's Oreo pie, you can't have enough Oreos, right? So I have crushed these up just a little smaller than the inside because I want this to be just the crunch on top. There's so many Oreos in here. But you know, if you're gonna have Oreo pie, you might as well go all out, right? Okay, so we're just gonna top it here. We're gonna let a little bit of the filling peek out, so not completely cover it, but enough that it looks pretty. These crumbs here, we'll just kind of sprinkle those on. This looks like a pie you'd get at like Bob Evans or Shoney's. I grew up in West Virginia and we had Shoney's. All right, look. Does that look delicious? It's so good. All right, so I'm gonna chill this. Now you really should chill it for at least 3 hours. I'm gonna see if I can speed it up just a tad so that I can cut it and share it with you. All right, so the pie has chilled for several hours and it's ready to be cut. But doesn't it look delicious? So it's really firmed up. And if you're just getting here, here's what we have. We have Oreos all crushed up inside of here, Cool Whip, cream cheese, a package of vanilla pudding, and we've mixed it all together in an Oreo crust that we bought at the store and then topped it with more Oreos. Such an easy pie recipe for any day of the week, whether it's a weeknight for dinner or if you just want to make something quick and easy on the weekend, it's perfect. So I will link you to the recipe so that you have all the details, but let's dig in and see how it is. Can you see? I think so. Okay. Got my big, trusty, really sharp knife. All right, I'm gonna try to cut right down the center here. Yeah, this pie is all about Oreos. Oreo deliciousness. All right. And you know the first piece is always really hard to get out, but I'm gonna do my best so that you can see. All right. I'm gonna flip this up here on the edge. My guess is it's probably going to fall apart. I'm gonna do my best here. Oh, here we go. It's gonna come out so pretty. Oh, look. Look at all the Oreos inside of there. Doesn't that look delicious? Ooh, okay. My kids have been dying to dig into this, but I'm gonna get the first taste. So, now that is an Oreo pie. Okay, let's try it. You can't go wrong. Oreo pie. Enjoy.